Hi, and welcome back to the Learning Life Show. My prominent guest here is Batoon. All right, we are on the second video. I would like to know what was going on with the royal family and you.
Well, actually, since this is going up over the airwaves, although I have no restrictions, I prefer not to speak about it. However, during my classes, because it's a more intimate situation, and when I explain what I did there, it's more of a teaching thing. So if anybody wants to know about this prominent royal family and what I did and how I did it and all the interesting, funny things, they need to come to the class here at the Learning Light.
All right, that's what we call a hook. Nay. All right. Okay, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. But now, what about the movie stars?
Okay. What do you want to know about them? Like one in particular?
Yeah.
You have a choice between, I'm sure Kathy wouldn't mind Kathy Kinney on the Drew Carey Show, or Meg Ryan.
Ooh, I like Meg Ryan.
Okay, and I'm sure Meg wouldn't mind. But that was really a fun one because I've been really blessed, and the people I've done in Hollywood are really wonderful, wonderful people. And she was just an amazing person in itself.
Wow.
But what was interesting was that when her son, Jack, he was only 10 years old at that time, came home, and he walked in. Now, this is a young boy, 10 years old, and he walked in and he said, "Mom, what'd you do? What happened here?" She said, "What do you mean?" She said, "The house feels really good. Feels really good." He's a very sensitive young man. And he said, "Well, Nate was here with the feng shui." He said, "Oh, okay." And then he went on his way. But what happened after that, how I got to meet another wonderful actress, Laura Dern, her good friend, came over and she walked in and she was looking around, and Meg says, "What are you looking for?" She says, "To see what you've changed." She says, "What do you mean?" She says, "Because the house feels really good."
Oh, wow.
And she also sensed that. And she said, "Well, I just had Nate over." And she said, "Of course." "Who's Nate?" And that's how I got a call from Laura Dern.
Wow.
She was pregnant.
Ooh, we got the movie stars.
Do her home, and she's another wonderful, wonderful person. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my short story. So.
Oh, short story. You know.
There's more that happened, but.
Oh no, but
I have to tell that in class.
You have he has a lot of little hooks all lined up.
I didn't want to mention it just because I've done movie stars. My greatest joy comes from helping those that down and out. There was this little Japanese girl. It's a long story, but basically she couldn't get a job, and her father was not too happy the fact that she became a photographer.
Okay.
So she came home, otherwise she'd been on the street. So all she had was a sofa to stay on. They wouldn't let her back in her room because her sister was there. So she said, how can you help me? I have a sofa. So we feng shuied the sofa, and 2 weeks later, she got a job at the Getty Museum as one of the 3 main photographers.
Getty, wow.
So I was very happy for her because she was able to get a really fine job, and that's the key. She couldn't even afford to pay me anything, so the key was just to help her.
Yeah, and that makes
sense. To get a job so she could pay me.
I'm just being nosy. You know what? How do you feng shui a couch?
It's real simple once you take the class. It's real simple once you take the class. Here again.
Okay. Am I going to be able to give you? Are you going to give Stephen one tiny little hint, like what we can do at all? Nothing.
Well,
little.
You say you want to move to Laguna Beach. Well, one way is the family section. In every room there's different energy fields. So the family section. You can go there and you can meditate, and you put something in there.
Okay.
In order to, because it's a field that has the chi energy that goes out.
Okay.
And start sending the signal out to the universe to do that. Plus you're wearing green, so that's family. So maybe that's the reason you asked about. This came up about Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
So later on I can tell you where in your home that you can go to, and if you send your intention into that area, plus place an object there, it will greatly help with that.
Wow. Well, I'll do that, and I'll keep you posted. You mentioned about the different sections. That's something you learn in your classes. Is it a bagua that has the different locations in the house?
Right.
There's different locations as you walk into the front door that means different areas in the life, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Now, in my classes, I only teach the mundane things to get the material things, but there's also higher areas of life, because at a certain point you need to go to those higher areas in order to fulfill your material needs. Because many times it's the higher areas that are blocking our material gains.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. Now, we've talked about your classes and the hooks you gave us and everything like that, but do tell us, classes, when are they, what happens with here?
Yeah, they just need to contact Learning Light, and I'm sure you'll give the information for that. Right now it's usually Tuesday evenings, 2 hours, and mine is either 8 or 9 week class, because it is expanded to 24 hours from the 6 hours that I took a basic class, so I really give them a lot.
Oh, okay, when you say 24 hours, that means 24 hours of study, is what you're saying?
Well, there's, if there's 8 classes, 9 classes, I'm sorry, it's 18.
Okay.
Although I do give more than the 2 hours when we're in there, so.
You tell them some of the stuff that you're not telling us in these videos, huh?
Yeah.
What is your website?
It's just Nate Batoon, NateBatoon.com. It's very simple. So.
Okay, now, as we're closing up here, is there anything you'd like to tell us that you feel kind of that we need to know?
Yeah, I've been coming to the Learning Light for about since 1971, so that's over. How many years is that?
40.
Oh, yeah. Now you see how old I am.
Nah.
And thank God I've come here, because throughout my travels and my journeys, the different classes, the different mediums, the people that I've met, and the people here now, they're here to help individual with self-improvement and get them through certain rough times, because the cycle always goes up to a good time. So come on down to Learning Light. I'm glad that I started teaching here about 15 years ago. I've been teaching actually for 21 years. And, I found the greatest pleasure coming here.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning Light website is learninglight.org. You can look me up at kiazi.com, KIAZI.com. And also, like Nate was saying, they offer lots of classes here. You can look them up. They have their psychic fair every second Saturday of the month. I'm going to be at the psychic fair, so if you want to come and visit and say hi or get a reading, come down. Like Nate said, come on down. And I'm going to say thank you so much, Nate, for being in the show today. And you guys, we're going to have a lot more videos coming up, so definitely keep tuning in. Thanks.
Aloha.
Aloha.